You know, do you remember when we were chasing all the relics after they'd been stolen by Avram's brother? And they had those like lightning runes on the ground that detonated when you stepped on them. If we could set up ambushes in such a way that, you know, when you can tell that there's going to be a Draugr coming out of a sarcophagus, you could just place one in front of it, and then when they come out, they step on it, and they blow up immediately. That would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? You know, I say fun, you know what I mean. It'd be far easier if we didn't have to deal with them. If we could just get ahead of the game and deal with them before they came out and became a problem. Right, Guardian Torsten. I'm sorry it had to be like this, but we're going to finish what you started. We're going to put down Otar the Mad. Got the skull. Is this going to lead to that barred door? Would be very nice if it did. Oh, okay, no, we're above the chamber. We could just take the long way back. We could just go back the way we came. Oh, because if we step on that, this is going to turn into the worst axe corridor from hell we've ever seen. Okay, right, mind. Okay, we're good. We're good. See, nothing to worry about. I don't know why you were panicking. Can I turn that off? I didn't mean to turn it on. I just saw a lever and I pulled the lever. Probably thinking about what a lever does before we pull it would be a good idea. Did you shoot? Oh yeah, Dwarven Arrows. You shot this one. Well done. Is there anything... Vigorous healing. Petty soul gem. I am going to need to recharge this sword. Inigo, let's have a look at your sword as well. Otherwise I feel like I might forget. Right, where's yours? Let's trade.
I hope this will be a mutually beneficial exchange.
It will. I'll give you the sword back. Yeah, it is out of charge. I know you've got my back. I'm just going to charge it up. Right, well, Inigo's sword is far better than mine. So let's prioritize that. Black Ice, you have a little bit of charge in you. Can we... Let's save the other greater soldier.
Speak to me.
Yeah, here, I'll give you Hope's Fire back.
What is yours is mine.
We'll take those arrows back first of all, and then take Hope's Fire. There you go. See?
Let us proceed carefully.
Yes, very carefully. There is an enchanting table. I could disenchant some of those tools we've picked up that I know we don't want to keep. Lockpicking is easier. That would be a very useful one to learn. Blessing of Talos would be one to learn. I'll be able to shout more. I don't really want to shout at any of you to begin with. Right, Scaled Braces of the Riches. They are being disenchanted. The Philosopher's Stone Enchantment. Right, still War Axe of Carnage. That's not particularly valuable, but the enchantment is intriguing. Killstreak Enchantment. Do I want to keep and sell the rest? We could learn Blessing of Talos, I suppose. I don't know what Talos has to do with shouting. And we don't really... I don't think we need... Lockpicking is easier, frankly. I don't really have any trouble getting into locks anymore. We've got enough lockpicks that we can afford to make mistakes when trying to get them open. And let's see where this leads. Get the plentiful healing, we'll have that. Let's see. I normally don't stop to look through so many urns. But I feel like if this is the place, the resting place of somebody called the Mad Otar, or Otar the Mad, I think we're pretty justified in doing so. Right. Are you ready? Here we go. I'm going to summon the Atronak and also Scroll of Abjuration. Is this, Right, now let's get this in my other hand. Right. Let's put the first one in. Oh, that's ominous. Okay. Right, let's summon this first. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Let's put that away. We don't want to use the scroll just yet. Let's summon the Atronak. Ready. Put the second skull in. Right. Here we go. Yes! Let's do it! Oh, that's a good scroll. Come on! Yep, don't give him a chance to do anything.
What a bad memory.
We annihilated him. We completely and utterly annihilated him. Bronze scale robes. Okay. Ostar's cursed god. Okay, so it didn't lift the curse on this guy. Let's take the cursed stuff. We'll leave the others, I think. Dragon Priest Ashes, they're coming. Storm Wall, that's coming. Dragon Mask Otar, Fire, Frost, and Shock Resistance, plus 30%. Not my style, but you never know when that's going to come in. You know what? These are coming as well. You never know when they're going to come in handy. And can we take these? We can. We can get these keys out again. Oh, we can display those. Right. Was I going mad when I imagined a shouty wall? No, there is a shouty wall. I even know when they're in these places, when we can't see them. And when I'm not particularly close to them. There goes the Atronak. Right. Let's see what this one has for me. Word of Power. Peace. Kind's Peace. I know, you probably think I'm mad saying that these walls are talking to me. That they're teaching me words in a language I don't understand. That, you know, there's apparently words of power, but there's no power when I try to say them. Can't even pronounce them. Right, Robes of Alteration. Elven Greatsword, we have one of those. We're probably going to have to make for Markarth, so we might as well come and try and sell it. Oh. Carvozane's Fang. That's a interesting dagger. It's quite primitive, but, well, it's coming. You can find a place for that, I assume. And you can watch my back while I do a little bit of excavating. You deserve a break. You just take a seat on the steps. I'll be right with you.
There is a time for sitting and a time for action. This is the latter.
No, it's the time for sitting. We've done all the action. We've cleaned this place out. Come on, let's go find out what time it is. I feel like we've been in here probably most of the day. I wouldn't be surprised if we need to set up camp rather than try and make it for Markarth. Well, that's alright. Road trip. Camping under the stars. Am I right? Yeah? Yeah, that's right. Oh, if only we had some marshmallows or something. Something to roast. Maybe we'll have to do a bit of hunting. A bit of fresh game under the stars, yeah? The spoils of our treasure in our hands. You know, a wealth of riches and knowledge that we've scoured from this place. Alright, yep, false alarm, it's sunny out. No camping out under the stars for us. Back to the tavern crawl. Well, we might as well grab what these two have. They're not... Oh no, I'm over encumbered. Right, we're dropping an axe. Where was it? Where was the last thing we picked up? Drop one of these. They didn't want to camp out near those bodies anyway. Right, let's go to Markarth then. It shouldn't be that far away. I think it's more or less just down the hill and to the right, without, you know, overly simplifying it. I'm sure we're going to meet Bruiser there. I know we left her in the wilderness, but she's a smart horse. She knows more about what's going on than she lets on. She'll probably be waiting for us in Markarth at the stables, giving us a dirty look because we left her in the middle of nowhere yet again. I'm curious, is that a road leading somewhere? We are over encumbered. Let's not push it. We've got a book to deliver as well. And it probably would be a good idea just to check that Bruiser did indeed arrive safely at Markarth. Right, come on then. Markarth it is. If we don't get an ambush along the way. Forsworn or wolves? What's your money on? My money's on wolves.
Kitty.
Oh, big bad kitty. Oh, there's two of them. It's saber cats. And you?
Another soul was released.
Okay. Right, it wasn't either. It wasn't either wolves or Forsworn. It was saber cats. And that's the bridge near Markarth, isn't it? Excuse me, Mr. Goat. We probably just saved your life. It is, yes. That's the windmill.
My feet are enjoying all this exercise they are getting. My legs are less enthusiastic.
Yeah, there is a pleasure to be had in walking that you don't get in riding, and vice versa. What is that place? We need to try and get up there at some point. It doesn't look like anywhere else in Skyrim. It's like it's been carved out of the mountainside.
This air is pure and clean.
That it is. For all the fighting, the wolves, the bandits, and the Forsworn, and the saber cats, and the bears, and the Draugr in every single cave and ruin. There's some nice, crisp, fresh air out here in Skyrim, isn't there? Let's stop by the Khajiit caravan and just see if they've got anything interesting for sale. Oh, it's quite a camp you've got out here. Hello. Oh, look who it... Inigo, what did I tell you? Hello, Bruiser. Hello. Oh, you are a smart horse. Yes, you're a lovely horse. You're not impressed, so we left you alone, I know. Make sure she gets a nice big old batch of fresh hay and an apple, will you? Yeah, let's hope they were listening. Right. Come on. We have a blacksmith to hand a book to. She's been waiting far too long. I don't even remember how long ago it was that we promised we'd get that book for her. Has she moved on by now? Does she even still work here? Excuse me, where's your mistress? Ah, there she is. Gorza!
Need a new blade?
No, I know it's been months, you probably don't even remember. But here is the book that you wanted.
Books. Don't know why the Imperials like these so much. This should help the boy, though. Malakath willing. Here, let me show you how an orc learns to smith.
Oh, please. Brilliant. Passed on a little bit of knowledge. Excellent. Right, can I actually, while we're here, I have a few things I could sell to you, I hope.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
And also, if I could, do you have a silver ingot? I don't think you do. Do you have any silver ore? Markarth is home to silver mines, is it not? Could I mine some myself, perhaps? Do you think I'd get away with that? Would they let me just wander in and do my thing? I would clear you out if I sold this to you. But I don't really see a need for it, and because it's enchanted, Orion's not going to want to display it. So, just enrich ourselves from that. Right, have you anything else that we could possibly want? No, thank you.
Until next time.
Until next time. Let's have a wander, should we? Let's not go into the Markarth sewers. Who knows what's lurking beneath this Dwemer city. Am I allowed just to walk in? Yeah? Okay. I'm walking in. You can't stop me. Well, you can stop me, but that's not the point.
Sidna mines for prisoner scum only. Keep out.
You don't look like a guard, I must say.
We're not. The Silverbloods pay our wage. Every man here is a trained mercenary.
Right, and... what, aren't there miners working here? Why keep out?
All prisoners
This is a
in
jail,
some way or another.
owned by the Silverblood family. We use the prisoners to mine for ore. It's the most secure prison in Skyrim. Throw scum in, close the gates, no one gets out. So unless you're here to dig, you don't belong here.
Right. I'm gonna take your word for it. I don't really want to work in this mine. If you don't get out, let's leave. We'll have to get silver from somewhere else. Yes, no, I see why you two didn't bother to stop me now. You don't care if I go in there and never come out again, do you? So, these people aren't miners then. They just probably paid to smelt the ore that comes out of the mine. There is another mine past the gates of Markarth, isn't there? But we'll worry about that tomorrow. Let's sell the rest of this junk we've picked up along the way, and then let's try get up to the keep and see Thalmor. I believe he has a couple of tasks for us. He wanted a... what's that mark? A weird scratch. I assume it's some kind of mason's mark. Yeah, Thalmor, he's got a job for us about snow elves. He's got a research opportunity, and he wanted one of our Centurion dynamos too. Right, and one last trip to the Alchemist. We can get some Death Bell. Are these free samples, or...? I mean, Death Bell's not very expensive, is it? Right, don't tell anyone. That we just thought they were flowers, and we just plucked them. Plucked them? Picked them? Pluck. Pick. I'm getting a bit wet near that waterfall. Right. Yes, Thalmor. Let's go see him. Let's see what leads he has for us on those snow elves. I'm going to assume they're going to lead to artifacts and relics. Because why else would you call who I'm going to assume that we are the most famous relic hunters in Skyrim? Probably by process of elimination, rather than our fame preceding us everywhere. Because I've not heard of any other relic hunters, have we? Now, I cannot tell you apart from this distance. Thalmor.
Hello, friend.
Yes, hello, I got your letter.
Ah, yes.
So this is about the Snow Elves, isn't it? This isn't about your other letter, which is after a Centurion dynamo that somehow you knew I found in Doom's Bazaar before anyone else knew I'd been and found a Centurion dynamo in Doom's Bazaar.
Well, it's my farmer translation tome. There are ancient references to old artifacts. What little I could learn suggests they may be what I need to complete my research.
Right.
It's all in these notes.
Your research on the Dwemer, or is this separate research? Because I thought you just stumbled upon these leads as part of your Dwemer research and you weren't interested in following them? Can you tell me anything more, or do you just want me to read your notes and figure it out?
I'm sorry. I'm in the midst of groundbreaking research. This should be no problem at all for you.
Oh, well.
I shall be here for advice, should you need me.
I appreciate the vote of confidence. I don't appreciate you saying, I'll just read the notes and I'm always here if you need advice. That sounded disingenuous, because clearly you don't want to spend the time giving me advice. Right, I'll look at the notes, I'll see what I can learn.
Wonderful. This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization and the magics they used.
Yeah, I am also...
I'm Thalmor's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
Right, thank you, but who asked? It's like nice to meet you though.
Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
Well,
Good to see you.
good to see you. Your nephew's trying to butt into our conversation. It's a bit rude. But I am here as well with a Centurion Dynamo core.
You are? Very good. May I see it?
Yeah, it's why I'm here. Take a look.
Excellent. Very good. This is exactly what I need to complete a series of studies I'm doing on Dwemer craftsmanship and magical resonance. I simply must have this. I'll pay you double what it's worth.
Double? Well, I won't say no to that. I'm not going to shake any more coin out to you. You're a fellow academic, and you've just given us some leads on... Potentially they're going to lead to artifacts that we can display in our gallery. Because I hope you don't have any impressions I'm going to bring them back to you if I'm doing all the legwork. But yes, now that sounds fair.
Wonderful. You've just made an important contribution to the advancement of a Dwemer scholarship.
Yes, you are welcome. Do you have anything for sale while I'm here? Do you have another
Take a
tome
look.
for summon or conjure familiar? Because Lucian took my last copy, and I want to be able to summon my own glowing wolf. Yes, having that. Can I sell anything? Right, that's worth more than you have. Is there anything else I can pick up? Are there any scrolls? Scroll of Conjure Ursine Familiar. Summons an Ursine Familiar for 72 seconds wherever the caster is pointing. Gain 100 armor in its presence. That is very expensive, but these scrolls can be pretty damn good. Summons a Dremora Pit Fighter for 72 seconds. It gains 25% extra damage for each nearby enemy. So the more it's outnumbered, the harder it's going to hit. Right, we can't justify spending that much on a scroll. Dark Vision. I'll purchase it, and then I could sell you this staff, and then I've got... You know, I can always decide whether or not to study that staff in more... book in more detail later. Right, nothing cheap I can throw your way? Really? No? Right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Until next time.
Yes, I'll be seeing you. Thank you for the leads. I'll be sure to credit you and your research when we display it in our gallery, if it leads to anything. Now, let's get out of here. I spent a lot of time underground since coming to Skyrim, and I do ever so enjoy looking at the sky and knowing that it's not going to fall in on me at any second. Right, so we have new leads, possibly. You know what? I've not actually read the notes. I just walked away without reading them. This sheaf of papers contains countless scribbled notes, diagrams, and stains of questionable origin, which had better be Dwemer oil and coffee. It appears that most of it is a direct translation from Thalmor of multiple unknown sources. You pick out some jottings that are either circled, underlined, or a combination of both. And the Snow Prince's steward took refuge with the Dwemer of Illegible, with the rest of the Cold Court, keeping his lord's possessions safe, and he undertook the task of ensuring that at least the priceless eyes of the great statue made it safely from the palace, temple, to its new home. This must be referring to Erkenthand. Must it? What I've never heard of Erkenthand. And as the Dwemer had closed off all other access to their northern seat, Blackreach, the Sisterhood of Skycallers, having been loath to trust the Dwemer, and their bargain of refuge finally accepted the hospitality of the last city willing to take them in. One of the Dwemer settlements attached to Blackreach, then? Perhaps the librarian at Winterhold College has something helpful on this. Urag. Well, we'll be going back to the College of Winterhold at some point, won't we? It is still unknown why the Dwemer thought it prudent to insist that the House of the Sun's Light could only accept refuge under the watchful eye of the god. Great one? Of XRIB. It was not looked on favourably by those, nor the Snow Prince's court, but there was no alternative. The Sun's Light must not be overrun by men. Must research a Dwemer temple of Zrib? preposterous. Must be something else. Perhaps a temple to a god that predated the Dwemer. Perhaps the priesthood of the Nine keep archives about the former competition and will have something about this. Zrib. Why does that name sound familiar? Why does it sound familiar? I couldn't say. Well, I feel like I've heard it before. Priesthood of the Nine, though. Surely you mean Priesthood of the Eight these days, according to the Thalmor. Now, there's a temple in Solitude. Temple of the Divines. We can ask them about Zrib. We can ask Urag regarding the books that they have in the Arcanium. See if that turns anything up. Speaking of books, we do need to get those stolen books still. From Felglow Keep. And the Shielded Crusader from Heljarken Hall. Erkenthand? No, that's about the Lexicon. I kind of want to wait for Lucian if we ever see about that Lexicon, because he was fascinated by it. Erkenthand. Where is Erkenthand? Oh, that's miles away. That's near Heljarken as well, actually. Well, we won't be in this region of the world for quite a while yet, because we need to complete our road trip of the Reach. Pommel of Mehrunes Razor, Arcane's Tool Bag, the Journal from Runiel, and the Mace of the Crusader. And that'll take us around to Falkreath, and hopefully in the direction of turning in this Rueful Axe, the Clavicus Vial. Right. Well, we've ticked off a load of things from our list. We, at long last, gave that book, The Last Scabbard of a Crash, to the blacksmith, so she can train her smith a little bit better. Hopefully he responds better to book learning than he does orcish teaching. Otherwise he might be out of a job. Now, let's turn in for the night. Let's get a couple of drinks down and see if they've got any souvenirs in the Silver Blood Inn.
Come on in. The Silver Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Thank you. It would be nice if we had as many souvenirs to show Lucian as possible. Good evening. No, I'm over.
Unlike
Good evening.
My husband
Oh.
Clever, I watch after our guests.
I mean, you made a point of making me move over here.
Wife of mine?
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf.
I don't feel very well looked after.
Now you just tell me if you need something.
Well, a refill of water would be nice.
Of course.
Thank you very much. And what's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both?
Both, really. I've got plenty of food. Do you have any sweet rolls? You don't. You got any anything desserty? I don't know. I've never had a juniper berry, I don't think, actually. I kind of want something I know. Chicken oh, apple dumplings. Perfect. Having all your apple dumplings. Thank you very much. I'll have those for dessert.
I should remind Clever to clean this place up.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
Yeah, no need to make snide remarks, is there?
If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can.
Look, I don't need you two to have a domestic in front of us all. I don't think anybody wants to hear it. Why is everyone looking at me? Is it because I've been raising my voice? I don't feel very welcome here anymore. You know what?
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
What a weird thing to say.
Need something?
Yeah, I need to leave. Inigo? I just don't feel very welcome in the Silver Blood Inn. I'm not going to lie to you. I just feel like somebody's going to knife us while we sleep.
Want a cut of venison or mutton?
Oh, wait, is somebody... Can I sell to you some jewellery?
Are you looking for a gift for a friend, perhaps? Or a lover?
No. What are you insinuating? This city is pretty ancient looking. Have you been here long? I hear you're a Red Guard. Is that right?
My family came here centuries ago. We made a good living smithing the silver that flows through the city. But you probably wanted to know about the fancy carvings and stonework, didn't you? Travelers always do. Here, I have a delivery I need to make to Calcimo. Why don't you take it to him?
No.
He knows the
No,
history
no,
of
no.
Markarth
No, I'm not
better
looking
than
for
anyone.
work. No, I don't really have time. I've been to see Calcimo. We're very well acquainted already.
Very well.
I just wanted to see if I can pawn some stuff off to
I
you.
got some wonderful jewelry.
Yes, I'm sure you do, but I just want to pawn off. You've got 88 gold. I thought you were a jeweler. I thought you'd have more than that. You've got 88 gold, but you're trying to sell to me a ring for 3,000 septims. I think you've got to work on your range. You go from 51 septims for a basic silver ring, and that's very nice. Nothing wrong with that. Right up to 3,200... No, 4,600 septims. I'm very confused about your pricing. No, thank you.
Come back if you need a new ring or
I am
necklace.
in your way.
No.
I am sorry.
No, you're not in the way, Inigo. We were leaving. Let's go find somewhere to camp. Markarth is a weird place. In Windhelm, you know what you're gonna get. Everyone hates you because you're not a local, and you're not a Nord. But, yes, take the horses. But when you're in Markarth, everyone's acting weird. Like they're all in the know of something, and they don't expect you to be around for very long. I feel... Oh, how do I put it? It just feels wrong. And there's a mine down here, isn't there? You know what? Before we find somewhere to camp, maybe down with the Khajiit. Is this a silver mine? Oh. That's iron ore. Is this a silver mine, gentlemen? Do you mind if I have a peek? I'm gonna have a peek. Left-hand mine. Does that mean there's a right-hand mine? Alright, lantern on. This is iron. Yeah, we're not getting any silver out of here, are we? Definitely no silver being mined. Hello. Obscured passage. This not requires... Well, we're not getting this open. Hang on a minute. So... No, Inigo, you're kind of blocking me in. Come up here. So this is the mine shaft. They mine down this way. There's a bit of a collapse. So they're like, right, we'll go to the left. They mine this way into that big chamber. Who made a beeline just straight to the right and down directly in front of that door? Did somebody know that door was going to be there? That's weird. That's very weird. And this is still iron, right? No, we're not going to find any silver in here, are we? I am seeing things with that lantern, I think. Yeah, that's... I kind of want to know what's behind that door now, but I doubt we're ever going to find out. Shovels, plates... No silver in here. That's definitely iron. Right, come on, Inigo. Let's find somewhere to camp out where we can look up at the stars, share a couple of tales. The Khajiit might have some tales to share. That didn't sound right.